John McVay and Pete McCulley, opposite sides of the field and opposite thoughts running through their minds.
I would imagine McCulley is really worried about what his offensive team is doing and the mistakes that they're making.
Willie Spencer takes the ball down to the 35-yard line. Cedric Hardman knocked him down there. The Dallas Cowboys now opening up a little bigger lead in the fourth period at Irving, Texas, 21-12 now.
That's right. Giant fans had a little hope there for a while when they were leading 12-7, but the Dallas Cowboys had good teams come back.
Seattle has now come from behind to take the lead over Detroit, 21-16 in the fourth quarter.
Mr. Zorn.
Magic, they call him out there. Second down and 9 now for the Giants. They lead the game 27-3. This is Don Criqui with Tom Matte from Giant Stadium. We're in the fourth quarter, first minute of it. Giants build up a lead early in the game, 14-0, and have been in command even more so in the second half.
They really have. They've just dominated the play, moved the ball on the ground, mixed the pass up. Joe has hit that zone pass with the guys, the tight end or the outside receiver hooking up in that dead spot to continue these kind of drives. Here we have another third down situation in 5. They've capitalized on most of them.
Pitch back. 49er defense. They're not happy about being embarrassed 27-3, and really their effort has picked up, if anything, enthusiasm level.
Especially the defense.
And 60 Minutes, the outstanding show I've seen every Sunday evening on CBS, will be seen in its entirety following the game. We go off after 7. And that is a fabulous show.
That sure is. Here we go. They're going for the block again. Everybody's coming.
They didn't get there, though.
Oh, roughing the kicker. When it rains, it pours. First down for the Giants. I'll tell you, they're coming through. Here it is right now. Everybody's up there. Just nicks his leg. And, you know, these punters are great actors, but all he has to do is touch him.
Personal foul, 31, running into the kicker. First down.
Jim Silman, our director, gives us an end zone look as you saw that Jennings' foot was just briefly touched. He swooned. An immediate sinking spell.
Oh, yeah, Mr. McCulley. He's pulling out all stoppers now. You have to in this kind of a situation.
Zarchik, he wants more of it, but Cedric Hardman ain't going to let him have any.
The big man came around the corner and grabbed him.
In the 14th inning at the Lakefront Stadium in Toronto, the Red Sox have gone in front, 7-6. Toronto will bat the bottom of the 14th.
That's a big game for Boston. They've got to hold them right now. I know they're all big games when you come down, when you're one behind. And you know that the Yankees have already won theirs.
They beat Cleveland 4-0. Zarchik 12 for 21, 154 yards, 1 touchdown. He's been sacked twice. Second and 20. He fires hard, and Jimmy Robinson.
Oh, I think Jimmy made a smart decision there.
Too.
There's times when you can be brave, and then there's times when you can really get wrapped up. And that time he was in trouble. He saw that defensive back coming across the field, and if he'd have caught that ball, he'd have been really nailed. He ducked his head under, and that was one of the injuries that caused to Darryl Stingley, that same kind of pass when he was reaching out.
So Pizarchik is going to keep on trucking here, see if he can gun it into the end zone again. Well, 17 left to play in the game, and the Giants in the lead 27-3. Thompson.
Almost a great catch, though.
Yeah, it was. Now Dave Jennings is coming back out with the ball spotted at the 39-yard line of San Francisco. He'll be angling to his sideline.
Let's see if they come back after him again. They're going to go after him again or not.
They're booing the Red Sox score that was just flashed on the board here. Jennings has hit 3 for a 37-yard average, but that's not an indication of his abilities because he's been angling his punts. He's been punting from in close, just like he did there, and he keeps it down inside the 10. How about that? Like a soccer play. Kicked it off in the side, and the guy's coming down covering.
All right, we got another flag on the play. Holding against the Giants.
So they'll kick it again. 12:03 to go in the game. Finals in New Orleans beat Cincinnati 20-18. LA beat Houston 10-6. The Rams are 4-0 in the year. Buffalo, coming close every week, beat Baltimore today for its first win 24-17. In overtime, the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Cleveland Browns 15-9. The matchup of two unbeaten clubs, the Steelers now 4-0. Philadelphia upset Miami decidedly 17-3.
Offensive holding, number 27. 4th down.
Now Jennings is backed up to his 35-yard line. Washington beat the Jets 23-3, and the Jets lost quarterback Richard Todd with a fractured clavicle for an indefinite period of time. Up 6 to 8 weeks, I understand, Tom.
That's right.
Denver beat Kansas City in overtime 23-17.
You know, and Todd was just coming into his own there. I've got to do a game in a few weeks, the St. Louis Cardinals against the Jets up here. And with Todd out, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the Jets now.
The guys behind them are young, but they're not bad. Robinson and Ryan.
Another big kick.
Boy, that's a floater. Oh, he's going to take it up. Anthony Leonard looks to turn the corner. Maybe not the wisest decision to take that ball. But Leonard trying to get something started after a 46-yard punt by Jennings. Gets it back to the 5 where John Scorpion hit him.
I'll tell you, there's a decision that, you know, that we were coached in. Anything that's inside that 10-yard line, you let it try to go in the end zone and take your chances on it. You don't field it on the 5-yard line and try to run it out. It's just too dangerous. They're backed up in the corner. They've got to take their chances of getting that ball in the end zone, so they at least start on the 20-yard line.
On the run back, number 38, clipping, 1st down.
Wow.
So the 49ers, if things weren't troubled enough for them, had the ball 1st and 10, starting out with the ball almost at their own goal line. It's inside the 1-yard line with 11:49 left to play, and the Giants in the lead, 27-3.
My friend Jim is a real shade tree mechanic. His car works hard for him. He takes good care of it. And the motor oil he depends on is STP motor oil. STP adds more to its oil, more of the extras that help make an oil work. And because STP puts more into it, Jim gets more out of it. If he wants to, he can go up to 15,000 miles between changes. And what he knows he's got is extra protection for something he owns and loves. Yeah, for my car, it's STP.
The car can do a lap in 60 seconds. You can do the car in 19. And that's the way it has to be, because you don't win races on the track unless you win them in the pit first. And now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life.
Miller Beer. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
Tonight on CBS, 60 Minutes, followed by Mary, All in the Family, Alice and Kaz, and you'll see all those shows in their entirety if we go off the air after 7 o'clock. Just slide the network back a little bit in the East. During that timeout, the Giants were being given a standing ovation, the Giant defense, and the Giant players were clapping back at their fans saying thank you. O.J. tries to get a little room for the 49er offense to operate, but it's just not there. Harry Carson filled, and down went the juice.
I'll tell you, these fans out here are exciting. that the defensive line starts applauding and the whole stands goes crazy. O.J. has 16 carries for 70 yards. They're containing him pretty well.
Still quite an acceptable day when you consider what they've been up against.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are Giant fans.
You could never guess it, could you?
DeBerg stutters his count and might have drawn the Giants offside. This is a time when the 49ers need 5 yards badly.
Badly. Just get out of that hole. That's all they got to do.
This Giant here. You never know until you see him pull back if there's a guy in that or not, what you see in the stands.
Number 10, was that Tarkington? I don't know.
Yeah, the 49ers get a 5-yard advance on a penalty signal against the Giants.
Defense, number 51, offside. Second down.
Gives them a little breathing room, Don. They got to come up with some big plays.
Second and 4 for San Francisco. Frank Marion, one of the tacklers.
You know, when you're down inside that 10-yard line, it gets tough. Either way, babes, it's tough. That's what you call the trenches.
Either end of the field, it's less ground to cover for the defense when it's down close to a score. Down here, you don't want to throw the ball, so they're look and run.
Got to keep this drive going. Got to get the ball going.
Truth, this kind of illustrates what a drive has been for the 49ers in the second half. It's trying to get a first down, starting out inside their 1-yard line. O.J. Open field tackle by Brian Kelly.
Great tackle. Came straight across. No place to go for O.J. You can see as O.J. comes across the line right here, the linebacker just takes the outside position. No way O.J. can adjust on this one. McAfee missed a block right there.
Zorn has just thrown for another touchdown, and Seattle has gone in front of Detroit 28-16. Penalty markers down as Connell's punt is down to the 40-yard line. See what the signal is. There's been a lot of flags flying around this afternoon. Mike Connell, a rookie out of Cincinnati. A little hitch in his get along there.
All right.
That's what it stands now out in the Kingdome in Seattle. The Seahawks 28, the Lions 16. The game still going in the fourth quarter. Zorn's run for a touchdown. His pass for 3. Another Dallas quarterback. Guy they couldn't keep. They thought they had him hidden.
Left-hander.
41. Offense, illegal motion. Refused. First down.
46 players in the NFL were originally drafted by Dallas, other than the ones with the Cowboys. Right now we have a break in the action with 9:35 left to play in the game, and the Giants leading 27-3.
There's a whole new breed of Mustang coming October 6th. The all-new 79 Mustang from Ford. With a dramatic new aerodynamic design, precise handling, and Mustang performance with options of V6, V8, even a turbocharged engine. In 2-door and 3-door models. The new breed of Mustang for 79. Coming to your Ford dealer October 6th.
Where might you be going with that? Same place you're going, Father. I'll check it straight through for you. You better hurry, my friend. It looks like I got about an hour yet, eh?
More like 10 minutes, I'm afraid. Gonna see you're satisfied.
At United, we give you all we've got. Take off to touchdown.
Working together.
We built the largest airline in the free world.
Round you, my friend.
You wouldn't be spoiling me now, would you?
We're gonna try. Friendly skies.
Cowboys leading 21-12 in the fourth quarter.
Interesting statistic that we had up on the board up there was total yards, 207 for the Giants, 79 yards for the 49ers.
Pizarczyk just hands off on a straight-ahead run to Dornick. Now they're warming up his backup, Jerry Goldstein. Backup quarterback for the Giants is throwing on the far sideline. Goldstein started the season, looked very strong in the preseason, started against Tampa Bay. Was knocked out of that game on a collision. Leroy Selman, somebody else, I guess Pear, converged on him. Pizarczyk came in then, held the job the rest of the way. A 78-yard touchdown pass in that game. Might have another one. Wrong way. 49ers get the ball. The penalty marker. Joe Pizarczyk is down, and Pizarczyk is slow getting up as Cedric Hardman was through again.
How could the defensive back drop that ball?
Tell you one thing, if you're going to stand back leading 27-3 and keep looking for more touchdowns, you're going to get a guy like Hardman put you right out of commission.
Well, you know, it's adding insult to injury right now.
Exactly.
And ball players don't like to be embarrassed. You know, I know that happened. That happened to us in Cleveland one time. We were in the championship game in 1964. Frank Ryan. They were beating us 27-0, and with about 15 seconds left to go in the ball game, they're down on the goal line. He calls a timeout with 27-0. Well, you know, Gino Marchetti wasn't too happy about that. And the Pro Bowl came up after that. And things happen.
Pizarczyk getting set to throw again, and Hardman's going to bang him every time, even if he releases the ball. The penalty marker goes down. They might call a late hit. Boston has defeated Toronto in baseball 7-6 to remain a game behind the Yankees, a team that also won today, beating Cleveland 4-0.
72 offense, illegal use of the hands. 86 defense, roughing the passer. Decline. You shouldn't have hit him.
Shouldn't hit him, says he.
You shouldn't have hit him.
Says. I'm sure I know what Hardman's saying down there, and I really couldn't blame him.
I can't. You know, really. This is where a coach should step in and say, hey, listen, let's run this clock out. We've got 8:43. We're leading 27-3. What chance does San Francisco have right now coming back unless, you know, they absolutely get phenomenally lucky, come up with some gigantic big plays. Hey, that's one thing that'll fire a defense up, boy. They keep pouring it on, throwing that football around.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8 coming up when the Giants break the huddle at the 39-yard line of San Francisco. 8:43 left to play in the game, and the Giants in the lead 27-3.
3rd down and long yardage. 3rd down about 8.5.
Another home run ball. Perkins is out there.
No. Oh, that's a close call.
Perkins says, yeah. Eddie Lewis, 3rd-year cornerback, number 22, went up high. Might have got him by the face mask when he was coming down.
Again, you'll be able to see Joe setting up back here. It's a post pattern to the corner. It's thrown up there. Maybe you can see the...
Bringing the ball back to where the line of scrimmage was.
Maybe it was offense. I didn't think it was defense. But it is.
Cedric Hardman, Jimmy Webb, Ed Gallagher, and Cleveland Elam across the defensive front of the 49ers. Now Willie McCray has come in.
Face mask, defense, number 22 after the play. 1st down.
After the play. It wasn't pass interference before the play. At least I was right on that part. I didn't see the face mask, though.
Take another look at it.
Maybe we can get the chance to see right there. He hits him. Oh, there it is, right there. Good man, Mr.
Where the
Silman.
head goes, the body must follow.
That's right. That's an automatic 1st down.
Pizarczyk getting set to throw. It's picked off, and I'm glad to see it. Giants have played a great game, but I don't know why they're risking an injury to everybody. Keep throwing the ball. They got the 49ers like a nest of hornets. It was picked off by Mark Nichols.
I can't believe they just keep coming out throwing it.
Well, they won for a while. It'll be DeBerg who's going to come out pitching here in a minute when we return with the Giants in the lead 27-3.
Good old Charlie, that's me. Somebody's got a dead battery and they call good old Charlie. And I jump-start 'em. Rain, snow, day, night. Well, this time I tell 'em, get your own Die Hard.
The maintenance-free Sears Die Hard has extra power to start your car when most batteries won't.
This is the last time.
Thank you, Charlie.
Oh, anytime.
The Die Hard, sold only at Sears.
If you wanted to protect the things you own from the risks of this risky world, you'd want a whole army. This is the Continental Army. Its mission is to protect you, your home, your business, and your car against loss. Anywhere, anytime. If you want that kind of protection, call up the Continental, because nobody spells protection like the Continental Insurance Companies.
Next Saturday and Sunday, CBS Sports presents the World Series of Golf with the top touring pros shooting for the title. You'll say, you saw it on CBS Sports.
This game with 8 minutes and 29 seconds left to play is probably going to run past 7 o'clock Eastern time, so the entire CBS Sunday night time schedule will be moved back accordingly. You'll see every show starting with 60 minutes in its entirety. Right now, the 49ers have the ball, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. DeBerg fires. McAfee catches it. They finally go to him, and he is down to the 34-yard line, close to a first down.
6 for...
We welcome all of you who have been watching the Cowboys and the Cardinals. The final score just in from Texas Stadium. Dallas 21, the Cardinals 12. Final Dallas touchdown on a 15-yard touchdown pass Staubach to Newhouse. This is Don Criqui with Tom Matte at Giant Stadium in New Jersey. The 49ers in the white uniforms trailing the Giants 27-3. Steve DeBerg, the rookie quarterback out of San Jose State, who the Cowboy fans remember as the former draft choice of theirs, a 10th rounder last year, is quarterbacking San Francisco and having problems today. Two guys almost tee off.
Tell you, the short fuses are now when you're ahead like this and you just can't do anything right. San Francisco's got a short fuse. You know, you take a look at DeBerg's statistics. He's 6 for 23 for 54 yards. He's had 3 interceptions and has been sacked twice today.
Ball start, offense, 62.
Walt Downing, rookie guard from Michigan, starting for the San Francisco 49ers in his first season. Now DeBerg sets wide receivers to either side. Freddie Solomon is out wide to the right. And Paul Seal wide to the left. DeBerg throws hard. The play is broken up nicely by Terry Jackson.
He has had a great day today, Mr. Jackson. He's been all over that field. Broke that play up super. DeBerg threw that ball well, low and to the outside. That receiver's got to protect himself. Jackson came over the top and knocked it out.
Willie Buchanan has just gone 77 yards with an intercepted pass for a Green Bay touchdown as the Packers are out in front of San Diego 24-3 now.
Here, let's see if Jackson comes over the top before that ball gets there. He just knocks it down. Close. Officials are there. They got to call it. Judgment.
We now welcome our fans from the Seattle-Detroit game. 28-16, Seattle winning there. This is ball caroming off McAfee, the tight end. The San Francisco 49ers in the white uniforms throwing the ball, trying to get back in the game with 7:38 left to play here at Giant Stadium. And the Giants in the lead if you're just joining us, 27-3. Brian Kelly broke the play up. And now Mike Connell is back in the game to punt the ball for San Francisco. Bob Hammond is back with Jimmy Robinson for the Giants. Too deep, and Bob Hammond will bring it back. They set up that left return again. Hammond breaks through tacklers Rogers. He'll go on inside the 40. And finally, the punter, Connell, knocks him out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. Now the Giants go with their backup quarterback. Jerry Goldstein comes in to direct the offense. They have 7:25 left to play. The Giants back on offense and in command of the football game, leading by 24 points.
Today, you'll turn a mountain of canvas and a truckload of living dynamite into one of the world's oldest fantasies, the circus. And together with every man and beast you've got, you'll haul and shove and shape that mountain until you finally reach the moment that says it's done. Now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life, America's quality beer since 1855.
When it's time to relax, one beer stands clear. Beer after beer. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
That's how it stands at Giant Stadium with 7:25 left to go. The Giants back on offense, 1st and 10. There is Goldstein, a quarterback. Hands off to Dorning. Mark Nichols, 58, comes in to make a hard hit for the 49ers. Also on the stop was Willie McRae.
I think you'll see now, Don, that the offense is going to keep it on the ground, try to run this clock out. But, you know, one of the most exciting players we've had today is this Bobby Hammond. And on his returns today, on those punt returns, he's 6 for 59 yards. That's a pretty good return average. Let's give some credit to the lineman getting backfield, peeling back and getting the blocks for him.
He's had about a 100-yard day rushing at almost 10 yards a crack. Dorning going wide. Dorning stays in bounds and is knocked down at about the 26-yard line by Bruce Elia from nearby Cliffside Park, New Jersey, an Ohio State linebacker.
One of my old Buckeyes.
Coach Hayes had a win yesterday after
after a very disappointing and upsetting loss to Penn State. My coach came back. You didn't have too good a day either, did you? Good old Notre Dame.
Week. Used to be we couldn't win the little ones. Now it's big ones too. We welcome our Green Bay San Diego viewers, where the Packers have just defeated the San Diego Chargers 24-3. Golston takes a look, and boy, Golston got hit by Elia real hard, and the 49ers have the football. Cedric Hartman takes it all the way back across midfield.
Boy, Cedric came around, got him, got that ball. Watch the pressure being put on by the defensive line now. Goldstein setting up. Here he comes from the backside. A great hit. Ball pops straight up in the air. Now it's the mad scramble. Who can get it?
Giants keep passing. They better call.
Cedric comes up with it. Starts right.
Rutherford Community Hospital and get a bed ready for these quarterbacks. There's a 49er down right now as Cedric Hardman recovers the fumble.
Here again's the pressure coming from the backside. Goldstein cannot feel it coming. He really gets nailed. A ball pops straight up in the air. Now watch Cedric come up with the...
Cedric himself. He's up and moving off. Glad to see.
He's a tough one. He is big. We were down in the locker room prior to the ball game. And you take a look at this guy. He's got about a 34-inch waist. And he's 6'4", 244. And, you know, there's nothing on him but except muscle.
You want to have him around when the fight starts.
He's on my side.
DeBerg going the distance at quarterback for the 49ers. Giants center linebacker blitz. McAfee catches the ball. Hard hit put on him by Ernie Jones, the free safety. Starting to look more to McAfee, the rookie tight end.
This is what they should have been doing earlier in the ball game. He was open most of the afternoon. Now they're putting the pressure on, clamping down on him so he can't get the big yardage that's needed. But DeBerg, you know, he's been under pressure all day. He hasn't come up with a big play, and this is what San Francisco needs. They've got to have some big plays to get back in it. It's a little late today, I think, but I'd go with this kid. I like him.
He throws. He gets it downfield. Nicely done. Elmo Boyd goes high in the air and takes a hard throw from DeBerg as the 49ers now start to gun the ball and make connections.
All right, they're starting to connect now, maybe with this new audience that we have joining us. Throws that ball right in there. Great catch, good tackle. First down. Got to get some momentum change around here, get a little excitement around here.
Elmo Boyd, number 84, comes out wide to the left. Freddie Sullivan, who got deep and cut the ball early in the game, is wide to the right. Go to a draw play. John Mendenhall runs down Bobby Farrell. Got ahead for about 5. In the East, the entire Sunday night schedule will be seen.
DeBerg is setting straight back up, thrown to the outside. You can't see what happens, but there's penalties. I think they'll be offsetting.
Right tackle, illegal motion. Number 28, defense, pass interference, replay.
Do it all over again.
Let's do it all over again, see what happens.
In a moment, we're going to run down the whole list of final scores from around the country, as it is 2nd down and 7 coming up for the 49ers. They trail 27-3. Here at Giants Stadium with 4:12 left to play. This is Don Criqui with Tom Matte as we come down the stretch of this game. The Giants looking for their 3rd win. O.J. Simpson turns the corner, and he is down to the 10-yard line for a first down.
The Giants had the blitz on that time. It was a quick draw, breaks back up to the inside. Here it is right here. DeBerg going back, breaks the tackle right there. Give O.J. the ball and let him go to the outside. There he Good running, cuts back in, keeps the feet driving, gets a first down, picks up. He is now 19 for 80 yards.
Mind you again, all of you that are just tuning in, 60 Minutes will be seen in its entirety. This is the San Francisco Giants in white, the New York Giants in blue. In the last 4 minutes of this game, the entire CBS schedule will be seen a little late, but you'll see every show in its entirety. DeBerg fires into the end zone and doesn't connect. Now running down the finals, New Orleans upset Cincinnati 20-18. The Los Angeles Rams extended their record to 4-0, beating Houston in the Astrodome 10-6. The Buffalo Bills won their first game of the season, beat the Baltimore Colts 24-17. In an overtime game at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers beat the Cleveland Browns 15-9. The Philadelphia Eagles on their home floor beat the Miami Dolphins in an upset 17-3. The Washington Redskins defeated the Jets 23-3, and Richard Todd, the Jets' superb young quarterback from Alabama, went out of that game with a fractured clavicle and he lost 6 to 8 weeks. Denver beat Kansas City in overtime as O.J. Simpson runs wide. And Simpson dives down close but didn't get in. He's out of bounds at the 2. Denver beat Kansas City 23-17.
Here's a great shot of O.J. giving it that second effort. This is what made him the greatest, one of the greatest backs, in my opinion, in the league that has ever been in the league. Watch it. Over the top. Keeps his balance.
All world. Seattle beat Detroit 28-16. Dallas came from behind to beat the big underdogs, the Cardinals 21-12, and the Packers up their record to 3-1. With a very decisive victory at San Diego, 24-3 over the Chargers.
They can get a first down here, Don.
It's 3rd down. And DeBerg on a blind keep.
All right, good call.
Probably didn't even tell his lineman. They all thought it was going up the middle. He just tucked it in and steps right in for the 49ers' first touchdown of the day. I put up on the scoreboard here, who was that masked man?
Who was that masked man? He walks into the end zone. That's that whole naked reverse. There he goes. Good fake to O.J. up the middle. Sucks everybody to the inside. Walks in.
Once he saw the play was going, the juice let him know he did not have the football.
He don't want to get hit.
He's had enough of that today.
It's that old story. Leroy don't want the ball.
Raymond Wersching will now try the point after.
You got...
Raymond Wersching gets the extra point, and so with 3:18 left to play in the game, it is the Giants 27, the 49ers 10.
Coming October 6th, a new American road car. The all-new Ford LTD for $79, with more front and rear seat room, more driver convenience, more handling ease, and more window area than last year's LTD. A road car to take you across town or across the country.
This land is your land. This land is my land.
Test drive the new LTD October 6th at Ford dealers across the country.
Stanley presents the Cube, a simple solution to a lot of storage problems. It's a Stanley do-it-yourself project that's easy to do when you use Stanley tools to help you do it right, like the Stanley Surfform for smoothing edges. In no time, you'll be building bedroom cubes, kitchen cubes, bathroom cubes, a cube system for your stereo system, sleeping cubes, sewing cubes, working cubes, playing cubes. The Cube, a do-it-yourself project from Stanley, the do-it-yourself company.
Stanley, we want to help you do things right.
Giants are looking for an onside kick, and Raymond Wersching delivers one. Free ball. Robinson loses it and finally downs the ball at the Giant 38. Giants will go on offense there, 1st and 10.
Whew, that was close. Got to take those chances. They brought the whole team over.
There's the 49ers scoring drive. 47 yards in 7 plays. DeBerg taking it himself. 2 yards out for the touchdown. Giants scored quickly in this game. Quarterback Pizarczyk gunned the ball to his tight end, Al Dixon, from 28 yards out early in the first quarter. After an interception, the Giants had a 7-0 lead. Shortly thereafter, Larry Zonka busted in from a yard out. It was 14-0. And a field goal made it 17-0. It led for much of the second half, 27-3, until touchdown run a short time ago by Steve DeBerg. Jerry Golston now in at quarterback, goes to the run. Billy Taylor, rookie fullback from Texas Tech, takes the ball out to the 34-yard line. Going to be a loss on the play, about 3 yards. Second down and 13. Clock runs. 2:58 left to play. Jimmy Webb was the man who made the play for San Francisco.
Defense is now coming. I guess we've got a lot of substitutes in there. They've got to try to stop this drive, see if we can get the ball back. There's no way they can get into the ball game. The Giants have just played a superb ball game today, Don.
This team is starting to come. They're starting to move.
They sure are. Fans around here are excited about it, too. That's great.
Dornick goes wide. And Dornick is knocked down at about the 43-yard line by number 58, Mark Nichols. There is Dornick. Father's a physician. Brother is one. He's going to be one, from Washington State, Dean's List pre-medical student. Wasn't drafted till farther down because they didn't think he'd play pro football. They thought he was going to go to medical school. And now there's a timeout on the field. I will remind those of you who have joined us from other networks that in the East, because this game is running past 7 o'clock, the CBS Sunday night lineup of television will be seen in its entirety. Every show, 60 Minutes, Mary, All in the Family, Alice, and a real good new one, Kaz. They'll be going right to 60 Minutes in its entirety. In the East, the schedule will slide back a little bit. It'll start a little late, but you'll see it in its entirety.
I wonder what Archie would say about this ball game today.
The meatheads.
The meatheads.
Cedric Hardman's back in there now. He was shaken up after his fumble recovery and run back downfield.
Not used to carrying that ball. Landed on the shoulder, I think.
Oh, he's used to hitting people, though. He's laid some pops on there. There is Cedric Hardman, now in his 9th year from North Texas State. #1 draft choice when he came into the league. So with 2:20 left to go in the game, now the Giants come out of the huddle. They have 3rd down and 5 coming up. San Francisco looking to get the ball back one more time. Dornick breaks it up the middle. 220 pounds. This guy's got it. He can go, and Dornick is down to the 33-yard line. Good gainer by Dan Dornick. The Giants have another 1st down as the clock will wind down at 2 minutes. So we'll have a timeout.
They just had everybody up on the line. It was a quick trap right up the middle, and he popped it for a long gainer.
So we'll be back for the final 2 minutes of the game with the Giants leading 27-10.
I joined the move to Michelin.
I joined the move to Michelin.
I joined the move to Michelin.
You should too.
Michelin's the one that introduced the radial, and Michelin makes only radials. Michelin's the one that's made radials longer than anybody else in the world. Michelin's the one to insist on.
Join the move to Michelin.
For real tire satisfaction, think Michelin first. We're second to none.
If you're an average driver, you'll use 31,000 gallons of gasoline during your lifetime. That's enough to drive from the Earth to the Moon twice. The Bell System Yellow Pages tells us exactly where we can find what we're looking for. So there's less driving around wasting gas. When it comes to saving gas and dollars, it brings you back to Earth. When you need to know who, what, where, when, and why, let your fingers do the walking through the Bell System Yellow Pages.
I'd like to give thanks to these gentlemen for their usual good work. Our producer, Bob Rowe, our director, Jim Silman, here at Giant Stadium in New Jersey, Michael Albanese, Don McGraw, cast of thousands.
Cast of thousands. You know, you talk about team efforts on the field. Let me tell you, it takes a team effort up here in this booth to put a production.
We'd like to welcome those of you who've been viewing the Tampa Bay Atlanta game. Buccaneers winning for the second straight week, 14-9 in an upset of Atlanta. Even their record at 2-2 here at Giant Stadium. This is Don Criqui with Tom Matte. The Giants running out the clock with 1:56 left to play. They lead 27-10. 49ers looking to get back the ball, call a timeout. Billy Taylor ran with a football.
You know, the thing that's been so successful for the Giants today is their running game. You look at right down the line, every one of them. Hammond, 93 yards. Taylor, 56. Zonka, 13. Spencer, 5. Dornick, 74 for a grand total of 247 yards on the ground. When you take a look at San Francisco, OJ's been a one-man show. He's got 88 yards. And you look down the line there, and it's a total of only 104 yards rushing. The Giants have controlled the ball game on the ground.
Big difference in the Giant team this year, and as the season wears on, it becomes more noticeable, is the play of the offensive line. Acquired Clack, a guy who started in the 2 Super Bowl championship teams at Pittsburgh. He's been playing center. He's really solidified that position. A guy named J.T. Turner playing the right guard has done a big job, and Van Horn always has at the other guard. And that has been the difference. The Giant offensive line now has been winning at the line of scrimmage, and subsequently the running backs have been getting going.
When you open those holes, babes, you know, the one place I used to go after a ball game was around to those offensive linemen, especially if I had a good ball game, saying, thank you, sir. There's a guy, that's where it's won and lost, right there. If they have a good game, you have a good game. The backs know that.
Thank you so very much, Jim Clack. Dornick again, and he hits down to the 26-yard line. Archie Reese, number 78, the rookie from Clemson, and another rookie backer, Dean Moore, 53 from Iowa. John McVay's team extending its record to 3-1 with Atlanta coming up next week. 49ers will be home next week. Glad to be there, I'm sure, to play the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's right. They're hurting. Cincinnati must be really hurting. Lost again today. Anderson's out.
3rd and 3 for the Giants. Pitch back Dornick. Got a good horse ride him. They've been going to Dornick a lot. Didn't get much. Down to the 27-yard line. Bruce Elia ran him out of bounds.
You'll be able to see here the defense coming straight along, going with the flow. Dornick breaking to the outside, seeing nothing to the inside. The pursuit goes to the outside. 4th down, 4 yards. I think they're going to try to keep it on the ground just to make him use up another clock.
Vern Robertson, the first man to catch him, get him around the neck. So now with 1:14 left to go, the Giants have 4th down coming up, and they're going to try to run the ball. Maybe throw it. Goldstein with 4th and 3. Taylor working hard, didn't get there. Billy Taylor cracked inside the 25-yard line, but he had to get down to the 22, and the 49er offense comes out. Timeout is signaled, official timeout. Ball turns over to San Francisco. We remind you once again, if you joined us late from another network, that in the East, the Sunday night lineup on CBS, all the shows will be seen in full, but they will start somewhat late because this game is running past 7 o'clock. 60 Minutes will come out as soon as the game ends. And then each of the following shows, Mary, All in the Family, Alice, and Kaz, will be seen in their entirety. DeBerg gets set. 1:03 left to go. got some time. Throws it. Ball's picked up by Hoffer, running back, swinging down the sideline. He's inside the 40. Flipped up by Terry Jackson, but it's a first down for San Francisco.
Super play right here. It's just a delay coming out of the backfield. Coming across. DeBerg sets up, looks, waits. Good running after he catches the ball. Good concentration. Try to get to the sideline. Makes a great effort here going over the top.
That'll stop the clock with 32 seconds left to go. I'd like to thank our statistician, John Mayer, Potter, Tom McEwen, as we have 32 seconds left to go in the game. And the Giants defense closing in on victory number 3. They've had a big day.
They sure have. They've done a tremendous job today containing this offense. And it's a tough job to contain O.J., let me tell you.
DeBerg takes a look over the middle, gets the ball in there to Bobby Farrell, and Farrell is knocked down at the 49-yard line. He'll be short of a first down, and the 49ers quickly align without a huddle. DeBerg looks again. The Giants have 15 guys back there playing on the prevent. Again, he goes to his back down to the 40. 49ers out of timeouts. Now they have the 1 left, and they take it. 5 seconds left. So they're going to try it one more time as a Giant is down. We've had a lot of players down in this game.
I'll tell you, in a situation like this, what you do is you tell everybody go deep, and I'm going to throw it up for grabs.
Pete McCulley in his first year as coach of the 49ers, and Steve DeBerg, who came in really as the 3rd quarterback. Plunkett started the year. Looked to be the San Francisco starter before he was way before the start of the season. DeBerg moved ahead with his preseason play of Scott Bull, who's now the backup. So Steve DeBerg from San Jose State, who was drafted in the 10th round by Dallas last year. And then a late cut is the starting quarterback for San Francisco.
Pete McCulley and Joe Thomas have made the decision to go with this young kid. They've got 12 rookies out of their first 15 on the draft choices have made this ball club. 2 of the other draft choices are an injured reserve. So they've had a good draft. They really feel that they can really do a good job.
Five seconds left to go in the game. DeBerg walks back to the huddle. One more time. This one ripped me over early when the Giants built up that 17-0 lead.
I thought it was too, but it's been a long one.
DeBerg puts it up into the end zone. We're not done yet. Here comes Ernie Jones. And he is put away. Ernie Hughes puts the thunder on him. So that is the final score. Up on the board, the gun sounds, the Giants 27, San Francisco 10. Stay tuned now for 60 minutes in the East. Now for Tom Matte, this is Don Criqui. The NFL on CBS is a presentation of CBS Sports.
This is CBS.